Coming to you from Dunedin, Florida, this is TD Ballpark, the home of the Toronto Blue Jays, and I'm Kevin McAlpin with 680 The Fan's continuing coverage of Spring Training 2020. Braves defeated by the Jays 4-3 here today in a really bizarre game that saw the Atlanta offense come out firing in the first inning. 3 runs in the first, as a matter of fact, all 3 runs coming in the first frame. Drew Waters, a 2-run single, and not to be outdone by fellow outfield prospect Christian Pache. He added an RBI single of his own, but that was the only offense of the day for Atlanta. Wind was blowing in, and as Kevin Seitzer told me after the game, the wind was doing some funky things with the ball, especially when the Braves were at the plate here today. Now, Max Fried, tough start to 2020 for the Braves, 26-year-old left-hander. He could not get out of the first inning. He had recorded just 1 out, as a matter of fact, as the Jays came right back and tied the ball game with a 3-run bottom of the first inning, and went on to take the lead in the bottom of the third against Ian Anderson, who got a couple of outs, had a couple of on, second and third with 2 outs, and he balked in the go-ahead run. So just a strange day all around. 4-3 was your final. Braves fall to 1-2 in Grapefruit League play. They're back in Northport tomorrow to take on the Minnesota Twins. So right back home at Cool Today Park tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's talk about the news of the day, though. Good news on the Mike Soroka front. He stayed back in the complex in Northport and threw a live bullpen session, around 20 pitches or so. I actually went to the Braves complex before I took the hour-and-a-half ride up here to Dunedin today and watched him throw. The sinker looked good. His breaking ball looked good as well. And Brian Snitker told me after the game today, he got good reports, all went well, so they're going to regroup tomorrow and figure out when Mike Soroka will make his 2020 debut. But Mike said probably Friday or Saturday is what he's thinking. This still gives him plenty of time to get 5 or 6 outings here in the Grapefruit League. And again, as we talked about yesterday, the Braves were already building in some extra time, especially for some of their young starters. So again, good stuff from Mike Soroka. Said he felt great. That video is on the 680 The Fan YouTube and Twitter accounts, so go hear all of the comments from the man himself, Mike Soroka. But we should get an update on when we'll see him make his 2020 debut, probably tomorrow. Again, Braves are back home in Northport against the Minnesota Twins. Mike Foltynewicz, he'll make his 2020 debut tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing how that fastball and slider looks. Watching his live BPs look pretty good, and the guys who have caught him here in the early going have said fastball has been electric, but the secondary stuff looks really, really good. And that's been a common refrain for a lot of these guys, and that's a very encouraging sign for this point in camp. We're still about 4.5 weeks to go until opening day. Braves will open up on the road in Arizona and then go to San Diego. But again, 4-3 was your final. Jays over the Braves today. Good stuff. We saw Dansby Swanson get a couple of hits today. Ender Inciarte was 1 for 3 in today's ball game. And again, the kids, the youngsters, a lot of fun to watch. Waters and Pache put the Braves up 3-0 in that first inning. Probably could have added on some more, but that was all she wrote as far as the Atlanta offense is concerned. So again, appreciate you tuning in to our daily rundown. We'll do this one again back in Northport tomorrow. Braves and Twins, 1 o'clock at Cool Today Park.